Marc Narducci along with Phil Anastasia, the Philadelphia Inquirers. We preview the second round, the semifinals and finals of the 44th annual Joe Hartmann Diamond Classic. Saturday, the quarterfinals. Phil, 8 teams left. This one's up for grabs.
It really is, Mark. I really have a hard time remembering a better quarterfinal, setup than they have going right now. We have 8 teams left. 7 are in the top 10. The 8th being a Holy Spirit team that's probably going to be somewhere around 12th, and coming off an 18-run, performance against Hamilton, in the first round. So really a strong field remaining. Should be 4 terrific games on Saturday.
Yeah, two games at Deptford High School beginning at 10:30. Phil, you'll be there. Eastern Bishop Eustace.
This is a very good one, Mark. These are 2 teams that have been hovering around the top 5. All year long. I think they played in the final 2 years ago. I think Eustace won 4-1. 2 terrific programs. Some connections between the programs because Eustace always has some Voorhees, Gibbsboro kids, on their roster. So connections there. 2 terrific teams, and this should be a great game.
Yeah, and then the second game right after that, 2 teams that you actually got to see in the Diamond. Gloucester Catholic, the Inquirers' #1 ranked team, against the Holy Spirit team that wasn't lacking for offense.
They were very impressive yesterday. 18 hits, 18 runs against a pretty good Hamilton team. So that was a statement the Spartans made, and now they have a chance to make another one. Interesting thing about this game, Mark, is these teams could meet again within the next 10 days because it looks like Gloucester Catholic is going to be the 1 seed in non-public South B. Looks like Spirit's going to be the 4, so they would meet in the second round. Of the non-public B tournament, or the third round. So that's an interesting sort of backdrop to this matchup. But Spirit's got a chance, to kind of make a statement against a Gloucester Catholic team that I think is firing on all cylinders. Yeah. And if I had to pick a favorite to come out of this weekend, I'd pick the Rams just because I think they got the pitching depth.
It's been a while. They've won 6 Diamond titles, tied with Eustace for the most, but it's been a while, Phil.
They haven't won since 2001. There was a stretch there from, I think, 94 to 2001 where they might have won 6 titles in 8 or 9 years, something like that, dominated the tournament. Yeah. But really haven't, like I said, about 16 years now. And believe me, that's gun to my head, pick Gloucester Catholic. I think any one of these teams really could make a run here. But I kind of lean toward the non-publics only because of this, Mark. I think they have a built-in advantage because the public school teams have to worry about opening their state tournament on Monday.
Right.
They got to account for having a couple pitchers ready, a couple good pitchers ready for Monday. The non-publics are not in that situation. They don't start the tournament until Thursday, and some of them, Gloucester Catholic, St. Augustine, are going to have a first-round bye. Yeah. Bishop Eustace as well, which really enables them to kind of throw all they got in terms of pitching into this tournament, a real advantage for them.
Now, Washington Township, it'll be a doubleheader starting at 10:30. Phil, I think 2 teams a little bit under the radar. Cherry Hill West against Shawnee.
Yeah, Shawnee's had a tremendous year. And quietly, it's a team we talked about last year, just kind of dropped off the radar last year because they had such a terrible start. Surged at the end of last year, and they've really kind of carried it all the way through. They've won a share of the Olympic American title, which is, I think, the best division in all of South Jersey. Looking at a good seed in South Jersey 4. They got their sights set on the Diamond. They haven't been in the Diamond in 9 years. You talk about one of the really premier programs in all of South Jersey. They haven't been in this tournament in 9 years, so they're really angling to make some noise. Got an opportunity again to beat a West team that got in as an at-large. Yeah. Some people maybe kind of wondered, hey, why'd they got an at-large bid? They've been very impressive lately. Just took care of Cinnaminson, really hitting the ball, getting some guys back. Nick DeVitro is back in the lineup. Another team to watch.
Yeah, and then the second game, Washington Township and St. Augustine, that should be an outstanding matchup. I saw Township last week. Rich Broccabaldo went 5 2/3 innings. He'd had the elbow problems. They get him back and going. They're dangerous.
Yeah, they have some pitching depth too. And they're one of the public teams that could really make a run in spite of needing to open the tournament on Monday. I think they have enough pitching depth to maybe make it through the 3 games necessary to win this tournament. They have some great young hitters on that team, as does St. Augustine. And St. Augustine is a team again with pitching depth And again, they don't have to worry about playing a tournament game until after Memorial Day, which is a real advantage for them. They got some good young pitchers. Cole Vanderslice, a sophomore, one of the best young pitchers I've seen in all of South Jersey this year. So watch the Hermits as well.
Yeah, it should be great. And then the semifinals will be Sunday at Deptford and Washington Township, and then the championship game 5 o'clock at Eastern. So we hope you enjoy the Diamond this weekend. For Phil Anastasia, Marc Narducci for Philly.com.